Всем привет, всем здравствуйте. Меня зовут Иван, канал Античек Лютый. Продолжаю Alan Wake 2. Так, надо побольше звука. Продолжаем. Это получается 200-е видео на канале. Так, все огонь, все работает. Так, я в метро. Шарю по метро. Так, я поднялся наверх. А мне вниз надо. Я забежал сохраниться. А куда бежать? Так, тут ракурс. Хватаю патроны. Нужен ракурс. А, тут бежать-то и некуда. Ты где? Ты где базаришь?
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
А, вот ты где. Пошел в жопу. Я на вас... Хотел сказать, я на вас больше не куплюсь. Ух ты, козел! Давай, 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 давай! Ах вы шлюхи недоделанные, а! Так, я понял, мне наверх. А, я отсюда дошел. Место силы взял. Там ничего. Ну, значит, наверх. Капец, вот под тишка. Как я не люблю, когда много куда можно ходить. Туда мне точно не надо. Так, клад. Или это подсказка? Опять сейф-комната. Термосочек. Термосочек выручает. Ящики. Глотать нельзя. Так, у меня две лампочки есть. Я не понял, а где мне можно зайти? Здесь нельзя. Вов летает. Нахер так быстро влетать? Уйди, скотина! Изыди. Они просто могут потом быстро пойти. И мне пиздец. Допустим, кыш. А, я вернулся. Станция Кальдера, пропавший агент. Так. Все, я переписал, могу идти назад, да? Ты чё подглючиваешь? Батарейки. 4? У меня 3 лампочки теперь. Так, а куда дальше идти? А куда идти дальше-то? Доска сюжета. Место убийств, написано, радио. Вот блеск, запертая дверь. Контейнер. Станция на эстакаде. Он мне не говорит конкретно, куда идти. Уля! Я испугался. Да что, нельзя? Нет, сюда нельзя. Что только орёт? Сюда нельзя. А куда тогда мне идти? Карта. Цель. Так, добраться до места завершить ритуал в разрушенном тоннеле. Блин, мне что, назад бежать? Я не закончил ритуал. Блин, я там столько убежал уже назад. Станция Скальдера.
The scene and plot beat made sense together.
Погоди-ка. О! Но он меня почему-то выпустил назад. Я не знаю. Побегу назад. А где ты хоть находился-то, я уже, блин, не помню. Блять. Ё-моё. А где тут незаконченный ритуал-то был? Тут лампочек не дают. Да не, это гон. Это мне вернуться, закончить ритуал? Я чуть нифига не понял цели. Разрушенный туннель. Верни фонарь. А, не, погоди.
This was something out of a horror story, but I had to keep going.
Пропавший агент. Мне же надо убийство, правильно? Пропавший агент. Так. Вот сейчас я, по идее, там могу выйти, да? Нет. Не то.
This would move the story forward.
А как я сюда зашел? Блин, я что-то правильно шел, получается? Если меня сейчас обратно не впустят, то я, блин, запутался. Культ убийц, факелс, ритуал призыва. Нет. Я-то не знаю. Здесь мне ничего не дают. Тут дверь была. Я что-то не понимаю. Может, что подскажет? Я что-то прям вообще это... Я сейчас подсмотрю, потому что я что-то не понимаю. Блин, я просто что-то тут не понимаю. Надо закончить ритуал. Сейчас ритуал факеловца, да? Так.
Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Wake.
Блин, пока по гайду пойду, потому что я что-то не понимаю. Пипец, конечно. Это надо играть прям по... не останавливаясь. Ну ладно, ритуал призыва, он стоял у меня. Вот, я могу пройти. Вернуться. Хрена мне надавали. Так, я понял. А как мне вернуться к сцене? Я не туда пошел, да? Я, короче, пропустил по вагону пройти. Я подсмотрел, честно скажу. Я подсмотрел. Ну, блин. Я не играл день, и я уже забыл. Давай, 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 давай. Блин, запутал, реально вот день не поиграл, я запутался. Я не поиграл день, я запутался.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open now. I could get through. Shit.
Да беги, не оборачивайся. Ты чё оборачивайся? Давай, давай, ныряй. Успел. Да, уж запутался.
I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Так, секунду. Что-то жарко. Открыть было окошко, сделать чуть-чуть посвежее. Чуть-чуть посвежее, это жарко. Стали жестко топить. Да? Так не скажешь. Опа. А и чё?
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's
писюнец.
heart was the key.
Вот он и писюнец лежит.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me get you.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Mount Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me.
Ой. Да.
I could sense it.
Так с вагоном затупить.
I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Конец части. Продолжить. Продолжай. А можем писюнец выстрелить? Да, мужик. Вот это тебя размотало, да?
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet you were aware
Не
of.
зевать.
Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something.
Только давай, Век, не выноси дверь с разгона. Он на бегу так делает. Опять в метро.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Правильное направление, погоди. Надо вернуться. Слово оружие. Так, рулетка, соблюдай дистанцию, солнечное небо. С шансом 5% не расходует патрон при выстреле из револьвера. А, это уже все было. Так. Давай патрон. Нерасходуемый патрон. А я обрадовался, у меня 4 лампочки было. А я не туда пошел. А, ну вот. Сейчас у меня будет 3-я. А, ну вот сейчас и будет 4 лампочки у меня.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Телефон звонит.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would
Чем
answer my
помог?
damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Умеет облик принимать? Что-то новое. Это что-то новое. Так. Ну мне сюда. Отель.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. Writer. Maybe he was a victim. Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Наваждение. Наваждение. Наводи, давай.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Братан, нас сигануло в окно,
Alice.
походу.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Че, в окно не сигануло, да? Чувак, тобой манипулируют.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Нормально у тебя хата, братан. Вот это у тебя хата.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside. Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Алан, походу, она тебя искала.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block.
Да, это было в первой части, он выгорел жестко.
I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
Ты же была с
Easy
ним.
for people to think it was my fault.
Ты же была с ним.
Hell, I do too sometimes.
Психолога повезла же ты. На озеро.
6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
У тебя лампа моргает.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Охуеть. Злой Алан.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing this story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Быстро конец части. Да уж. О, я могу теперь за нее играть. Нормально.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a
А, вот
fucking
это похож
nightmare.
на Макс Пейна,
During
точно.
Deerfest,
Берри,
which is scheduled to
теперь
take place in a
понятно.
couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free.
Да, и упал в озеро.
There's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away.
Конечно, они тебе не верят.
Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not
Я
sure
хочу
how
же
much I can
поскорее
trust.
Вейка пройти, и у меня Postal
It's like,
3.
it's like a half-forgotten dream.
Асинхронно пьют.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
И тут-то начинается
Insane.
веселуха.
And there's so much of it. I feel bad for these guys. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. keep trying. Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
Почему я не могу это использовать?
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Ну да. Не сюда. Как не понять, куда?
Doesn't make sense. Think.
Думаю, я думаю, во. Нет. Нет. На будущее. А, как прервать историю, вот.
Doesn't look right.
Чему? Фу. История.
No.
Почему нет? Помещение. Темная обитель. Темная сущность. Нет.
Nah.
Погоди, это куда? Я почитал, тут, блин. Разнать о щелкунчике, допросить Уэйка.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Вот так вот. Пошли за щелкунчиком.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all of this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
С этого момента вы можете переключаться между историями Алана и Саги через ведро в комнате уборщика. Играйте в том порядке, как вам захочется. Смените реальность. А я за Вейка буду играть в отеле.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. The dark presence had stopped me.
Или за Сагу было поиграть. Ладно, поиграй за Вейка еще.
I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. The plot board was empty again.
Погоди, а мне... В смысле вернуться к рукописи? Мне играть за... Нельзя.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Опять.
Well, welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten.
Будем петь.
I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
А че я не могу сохраниться? А, вот.
The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. Just do what we always do.
It was locked from the other
But
side.
instead of talking, we'll sing it.
А чё мне ничего не дает? Мне посмотреть обязательно?
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination. And you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away. You, so true. So here is the clue of hope to remember. Visions that come true. Bend the lights with steel.
Finally.
Вот это его у него приходы. Стрим в стриме.
And the award goes to Alan Wake!
Stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much. I had to get away. for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you lived a jaded life? Dark shades could never save the day. So sad. And for true fire and the nightmares, torture life, it's a gift or a curse. A reality made of dreams.
Я круги наворачиваю уже, да? Он мне даже не рисует, куда дальше идти. Все, батареек нет. Наконец-то прекратилось. А, я понял. Опять? Как будто на концерте Би-2, блин. Первая часть также начиналась на пароме на машине. Дайте батареек. Ракетницу дали. Я у ворота помню. Ты чё, пёс? Да придурок, ты чё мажешь? Понятно. Блин, один. А почему ракета на радиус не работает? Она в первой части работала на радиус. Ее в толпу швырнул, прилегли сразу все. Может, просто надо рядом стрелять? По одному шлюхе. О! Двоих. Двоих. Надо между ними стрелять. Я говорю, что-то не то. Наконец-то. Сейчас даже можно сохраниться.
That was interesting. A vision.
Где термосок? Где термосок? Я только обрадовался, а.
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here? Is this real?
Че, ты серьезно?
There was a manuscript that held the key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to. Echo seems to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end.
Все, мюзикл закончился.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
Вот это, конечно, надеюсь, мне авторские права не придут.
Champion of light,
Опять ты?
herald of darkness, lost in the
Мужик, ты меня преследуешь? Может, что он мне звонил по телефону? С таксофона. Конец части. Ура! И конец стрима. Надо к тормозку и сохраняться. А завтра за ФБРовца начну играть. Все равно тут два персонажа. О, у меня все осталось. Так. Я одну аптечку выложу. И на этом сохранюсь. С вами был Иван. Спасибо, кто меня смотрит. Подписывайтесь, лайкайте, смотрите, репостите, комментируйте. Всем хорошего вечера, хорошей недели. Всем спасибо.